attempting to win the Champions League with a team that's never been in this competition before. To do that, though, we're gonna have to spend a lot of money, make some incredible signings. But here's the twist. We can only sign players by beating other clubs in the Champions League. For every Champions League win, we get to steal one player from our opposition. The goal is to build a Champions League winning team by stealing players from clubs like Real Madrid, Man City, and Barcelona. But yeah, we're doing this with Champions League debutants Girona, and I don't think it's gonna be easy. Now, this Girona team isn't bad. They finished third in La Liga last time around. That's why they're in this competition. But since they're not a big club, their best players like Alex Garcia, Savinho, Jan Kudo, they've all left. And we're left with this team, a 34-year-old Daily Blind, Van de Beek, whose career's only gone downhill. Yup, this is not a Champions League winning side. But hey, this is the group we're in with teams like Aston Villa, Inter, Benfica. We get some wins in this group, steal some players, and you never know, we might have a chance. Oh, and I must say, if in any season we fail to qualify for Champions League, we directly fail the challenge. So yeah, not only do we have to focus on getting wins in the Champions League to of course improve our team, we're also gonna have to keep an eye on La Liga. Top 4 is very important in case we fail to win the Champions League anytime. Here we go, boys. Our Champions League campaign begins, and it's against Inter. If we can somehow beat them, bro, we could steal an absolute baller. Like, anyone we steal will become our best player. Imagine Lautaro Martinez in a Girona shirt, or even Barella or Bastoni. But yeah, I'm not confident we can do it because this team, it's not really that insane. Sigankov, Dovbik, and Arnau Martinez are probably the only ballers we've got. We kind of need them to carry us to a win, and let's see if we can get our first win. And nope. This is not a good sign. What a lovely start this is. Okay, surely against Aston Villa we can get ourselves something. And to be honest, even they've got some really good players. Come on, let's get our first win and first player that we can steal. And nope, it's just not happening. This is Girona's first rodeo in the Champions League, and we can see that. Bro, I don't see how we're gonna get out of our Champions League group in the first season. The bigger problem is that we're lost in La Liga after 10 games. How? We're in a position where it's basically gonna be impossible to get top 4 unless we have some sort of a miracle by stealing some players. Bro, this challenge could be done in the first season itself. Okay, we're up against Benfica next, and they don't really have that many options for us to steal. But at this point, I'll gladly take a player from Benfica, but we gotta beat them first. And finally, we get our first Champions League win. That should be Girona's first ever win in this competition. Finally, we can make an improvement to this Girona team, and we desperately need it. Okay, Benfica have got some good players. Orkun Kokcu, 82 rated central midfielder. He can grow pretty well in his overall too. We need a left midfielder, so David Neres would be amazing. Oh, João Neves is a talent as well. And Antonio Silva. Yo, we've got so many good options. We could even get a goalkeeper from them. But you know what? If you look at our team, one of the big weak points is Daily Blind in there with his 34 pace. We need a better defender. And so we're stealing Antonio Silva. Finally, we're making an upgrade to this team. Okay, wait a minute. We might still have some fight in us. The group is very open. We could still somehow push through. And honestly, I would love to steal another player from Benfica. We've got their defender, Antonio Silva now. Let's hope that gets us a win. And it does. Let's go. That's the kind of difference a defender can make. This time I'm stealing Orkun Kokcu, 82 rated central midfielder. That's the quality we need. No way, man. After losing our first 2 games, we still have a chance to get out of this group. We've got Aston Villa next, and already I want to steal a few players from them. We do that and our team's gonna look a lot better. But of course, the last time we faced Villa, things didn't really work out. Are they gonna work out now? They don't. We're simply not at that level. Benfica was somehow easy to beat, but not Aston Villa. Wait a minute, how are we still alive in the Champions League and in fact second? I think as Aston Villa have steamrolled everyone, we've got a chance. If we can somehow beat last placed Inter, we also get to steal one of their players. We'll be in the round of 16 as well. Bro, it could change everything. I don't even know if next season we'll qualify for the Champions League, so everything might rest on this game, and we lose. The only teams we could beat this season were Benfica, and I can't believe it, man. We finished third. That means this season we really can't make any more improvements. What we have is what we have. We have climbed to 8th in La Liga, but we're still like 11 points off top 4. If by the end of the season we don't somehow qualify for Champions League, this challenge might be over. If we don't qualify for Champions League, this could end up being my shortest video, and we finish 7th. Nowhere near top 4. Nah, man. But wait, the Europa League menus mean only one thing. We somehow have another chance at qualifying for Champions League. I can't believe it. it. Bro, this Girona team has fought through. Of course, we're going to have to beat City, which I don't know how we'll do. But there's still hope. Dovbik, Sigankov, Kokchu, Antonio Silva, I need y'all to cook. Just get me the win against Man City somehow. I don't know why they're in the Europa League. But if this happens, the challenge stays alive. Can we do it? And we somehow do. Dovbik, my hero. I don't know how we did it, boys, but next season we're gonna be in the Champions League, but we're gonna have to do a lot better if we want to complete this challenge. It's season 2, and I don't think we're gonna fluke our way into qualifying for Champions League once again, so this season we better steal some players and at least qualify for the knockouts. And oh my days, this is horrendous. Bayern and Milan in the same group. How do we get out of this? The worst thing is we've got Slavia Praha as well, but I'm sure they don't have anyone we can steal. We're playing against AC Milan. Now, they do have a ton of players we could add into our team, but for that, we kind of need to beat them, which I don't think is possible right now, and there you go. I think we're going to be in for another tough season. We do get a win against Slavia Praha. I mean, all we can do is steal their best player, Oscar Dorley. To be fair, he's 80 rated. That's actually better than what we have. What we need to do is somehow just sneak a win against a team like Bayern, because then we could steal someone like Musiala, Davies, Kane. That would completely change everything. So a fluke victory, that's all we need, but we're not getting it. Guys, our team isn't bad. We're getting wins against Real Madrid now, but of course that was not Champions League, so we can't steal any of their players. Come on, man, we're playing Bayern Munich for the last time this season. If we can somehow nick a win, that's all we need, please. And there's just no hope. They even had a player sent off. Okay, this is bad. Even Slavia Praha beat us. With that, once again, we're out of the Champions League, and this time it was even more embarrassing. Once again, this challenge rests on our ability to qualify for the Champions League, which I think is going to be tough again. We're playing AC Milan in our final group stage game. We have nothing to play for. They've got nothing to play for. And this is the perfect chance for us to get a lifeline to steal a big player, which we haven't been able to do. Let's see, boys. All hope rests on this game. This could decide the fate of this challenge. And we do get a win. I can't believe it. It's a meaningless way because we're still knocked out of the Champions League, but in a lot of ways, it could change everything. Because, bro, look at the players we can steal. Maybe Mike Magnan, that would be a solid goalkeeper. Or Theo Hernandez, one of the best left backs in the world. Oh my days, but Rafael Leao, that would be something special. 89 rated left winger. That's just what we need to push on. This is what we need to get out of the group stages. We're signing Leao from AC Milan. And that's the difference a top player like Leao can make. We qualify for Champions League. The challenge is not ending. And I mean, just look at that. Half a season and you already scored 18 goals. Our team is actually incredible now. I think it's time that for season 3, we push to make it out of the group. For season 3, it's first time to find out our Champions League group. And okay, this is definitely a group that we can top. Newcastle and Marseille probably the only good teams. But I would have loved to have a big team in here like Bayern Munich or something, because that would have given us a chance to steal a top player. Saying that, look at the players Newcastle have. Kamavinga's in there, Tonali, Botman. We could get some serious upgrades if we can beat them. But once can we start our Champions League campaign with a win? And no. At this point, I really don't know what do we need to get consistent wins in the Champions League. Our team is actually pretty good. At least we do beat RB Salzburg. Okay, they do have this Moroccan player, Unahi. And if I remember, he was a baller at the World Cup for Morocco. I mean, hey, something's better than nothing. And he's making our bench. But against Marseille, we only get a draw. 3 games in and we're doing well in this group. We're second, but we haven't been able to beat Newcastle or Marseille because those are the clubs from where we can get some decent players. We're playing Marseille once again. We win this game. It should put us in a great spot to qualify, but we only get a draw. We can't steal a player from Marseille. We're stat batting against RB Salzburg. Problem is they've got hardly anyone decent. I guess for now we'll sign Omar Solet from them. Hey, at least he had some sort of squad depth. Oh wow, we still haven't guaranteed our spot in the knockouts. We're gonna have to beat Newcastle to get it. And actually, if we beat Newcastle, we could go top of the group. Stealing a player from this Newcastle team could be game-changing for us. But can we actually do it? Our team is good enough, but no. I really wanted a player from Newcastle. Somehow, though, even with the draw, we've made it out of the group. That is a big relief. But we couldn't beat many opponents and improve the team. Like, only our bench was improved in this Champions League run. Now the knockouts begin and we've drawn Bayern Munich. Although I don't think we've got much of a chance to progress. If we can get a win in any of the legs against Bayern, bro, we could actually steal a serious player. Someone like Musiala, Alphonso Davies. It could completely change our team. But let's see, boys. First leg against Bayern Munich. Can we actually do something? And
Nope.
no, we lose 3-1. It's the second leg, and I don't think we've got a chance to go through. But if we can somehow sneak in a win, and yes, oh my days, we've beaten Bayern Munich. Finally, this is the win I was waiting for. And this changes everything. We get to sign a player from Bayern Munich. Harry Kane, maybe. Olise. They've got Ferran Torres. Bro, the options here are limitless. But I think anything but Jamal Musiala would just be wrong. And welcome to Girona, Musiala. I was waiting to sign a top player like him. And there you go. Looks like Musiala has helped us qualify for Champions League next season. Just look at this team right now. I think we're only missing a top-level goalkeeper. Maybe a few more bits and bobs here and there. Next season, we might have a chance to win the Champions League. All right, this is our group for Season 4, and we're once again with Bayern Munich. The game literally wants us to sign as many of their players as possible, but also Atalanta might have some good players. This time, we cannot afford to waste the group stages. We need to improve the team. Okay, Atalanta do have some really interesting players. Probably the best one is Marco Carnesecchi in goal. He's 86 rated. That would be a solid upgrade. But first, let's try and beat Atalanta, which we actually do. Come on. This is literally the upgrade we need. An 86 rated goalkeeper is just perfect. But we don't get a result against Bayern, even after getting Musiala from them. But we do pick up back-to-back wins against Dynamo Kiev. Problem is, they don't have really anyone decent that we can sign. Okay, for now, we'll settle with Denis Popov and Shaparenko. Hey, at least it's some squad depth. We still can't beat Bayern Munich, though. We're so lucky we fluked a win against them last season to get Musiala. But there you go. In the final group stage game, we do pick up another win against Atalanta. Oh, and these guys have some serious options. Gakpo, Jota. I think Cody Gakpo would be insane on the bench. Oh, look at the bench right now. I think for once this season, we've made some serious upgrades. But this is where the serious business begins. We've drawn Borussia Dortmund. We haven't made it past the round of 16 so far, but I think our team is more than good enough to do so. I reckon we can beat Dortmund, and then if we do that, we've got a whole bunch of amazing players to sign. Second leg, this is it. We win this game, we make it to the quarters. We also get a player from Dortmund, and we do win. Finally, we're making it through to the quarters, and we also get to sign a player from, of course, Dortmund. Oh, they've got Nico Schlotterbeck. He's 87 rated, and yup, he's definitely higher rated than anything we've got, and that's the upgrade we're choosing from Dortmund. Look at how far this team has come. This might be our chance to win the Champions League, but we are raising the stakes. From the quarterfinals onwards, every loss is also going to have a consequence. For every team that beats us in the Champions League, we're going to have to release a random first team player. As long as we keep winning, we'll complete the challenge and win the Champions League, but every loss is going to make the next season that bit more harder. Okay, we've got lucky with the draw. Galatasaray should be easy. There you go. We get a solid win in the first leg itself. The only player from Galatasaray that's going to help us maybe a little bit is Neko Williams. He's going to be on the bench. For now, we're wrapping the second leg up, and wait, we go through, but we lost. I was not expecting to lose to Galatasaray. The worst thing is we're actually going through. You guys know what happens in the quarterfinals if we lose. One of our first team players is getting released. All right, who is it going to be? Just don't be someone like Musiala. And it's Schlotterbeck. Bro literally joined us like last week, and he's now getting released. Good thing is at least we've got some solid depth in the centre-back position, so I don't think it's going to affect us that much. Oh, but we have drawn Juventus in the semi-finals. Let's see what kind of a result we can get from the first leg. Please not a defeat. Thankfully, it's a win. Oh, and Juve got Fede Valverde. No questions, we're picking him. Guys, we literally have a super team right now. We could make a Champions League final as long as we get through Juventus, so let's hope that happens, and yes, it does. A draw is a good result. I don't care about signing more Juve players. What I do care about is that we've made the Champions League final. We win this game, it's done. The challenge is complete, and this would be an extremely fitting ending, because if you guys know, Girona is kind of like a subsidiary club to Manchester City, so if we get to beat them and end the video by stealing Savio back to Girona, that would be tremendous. Before we attempt this Champions League final, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would give me a lot of good luck. Come on, man, this could be the moment. Can we win the Champions League? We've got the team. We're gonna need a bit of luck, but no. Manchester City have ruined everything. I can't believe it, man. Coming so close and missing out. And you know what's worse? We're gonna have to release another one of our players, and and this time it's gonna be Karnaseki, our highest rated keeper. Nah, this is just brutal, man. It's like we've been reset. I'm not even kidding. If Gazaniga retires, we're not gonna have a decent keeper to start the Champions League next season. Well, first, have we even qualified for Champions League? Thankfully, we have. But man, Season 5, we have to complete this challenge. This is our Champions League group for Season 5, and I'm glad there's PSG in it, because we desperately need a goalkeeper. Forget beating PSG. Without a proper keeper, are we going to be even good enough to beat Anderlecht? Thankfully, yes. Oh my days, what is our luck? The only reasonable goalkeeper we've got has suffered a hyperextended knee. He's out for a month. He's going to miss the PSG game. With a 69 rated keeper, we're going to get destroyed by PSG. The only hope we have is that Anderlecht have got a reasonable keeper, and they don't. Mads Kickenborg. To be fair, he's right now our only choice. We're playing PSV next in the Champions League. And okay, they've got a 79 rated keeper. I've put Kickenborg in the starting 11, but I don't think he's going to be good enough to help us get the win. Let's see. And no, it's going to be a draw. This is the big game for us now. If we beat PSG, we get to steal a 90 rated Donnarumma. That's it. That's literally what we need. But in all honesty, with a 73 rated keeper, it's looking very unlikely. But we do it. Oh my days. This could literally be what saves this challenge. No way, man. We've actually got ourselves a serious goalkeeper. And look what we've done, boys. PSG didn't have any other keeper. Xavi Simons is going to be playing in goal for them, which means we beat them now. We get to guaranteed steal another baller. Bro, if we lose to a PSG side without a goalkeeper, it's going to be a bit embarrassing. But there you go. We get the win. And come on, this way we get to add Lisandro Martinez into the team. Actually, Licha doesn't even get into the starting 11. That's how insane this team is. And there you go, guys. We've topped our Champions League group unbeaten. We actually did beat PSV, but right now with how insane this team is, I'm happy with the way things are. The knockouts begin as we face Dortmund. The good thing is the consequences for losing do not begin in the round of 16, so I think we should be fine here. There you go. We get a win. Second leg, though, was only a draw, but because we did beat them in the first leg, we get to sign a player from Dortmund. And okay, Dortmund have some really good players, but I think I've learned my lesson. Let's not take a chance. I know we've got Donnarumma, but we're still signing Gregor Kobel from Dortmund. This way, if for some reason we've got to release Donnarumma, we've got a keeper that can still win us the Champions League. There's just something about us and Bayern Munich. We meet again. This time, nah, we're not losing. Our team is better than ever. We've got Musiala, Valverde, a super Girona team, but we still lose. Okay, we can still make a comeback in the second leg, but we're gonna have to do it without a certain first team player. Let's just see who it's gonna be. No, not Rafael Leao. Oh my days, the relief. It's gonna be Gutierrez. Okay, I had no idea he's our only left back and he's 91 rated. No way, we're gonna have to release him. That means in the second leg against Bayern, I guess we're gonna have to have Lisandro Martinez playing left back. Well, this issue could be resolved easily because if we beat Bayern, knock them out, we can steal Alphonso Davies from them. We made it to the Champions League final last year. We're gonna do it this season too. Come on, it's a 2-0 win. Bayern made us release Gutierrez, so we took Davies from them. We've got AC Milan next, and I'm confident. And there you go, a win in the first leg and a draw, which is perfectly fine to send us through to the final. We're facing Liverpool, and this surely has to be our chance to complete this challenge. We actually can still make some improvements to this team. One signing from AC Milan, and let's see if we can make it count. Is there anyone that would get into our team? I don't think so. Our team is just that good. We're taking Trent, but he only makes our bench. But honestly, in 5 seasons, look at how insane this team has become. All from just beating high-level opponents in the Champions League. And now it's time to beat our final opponent in Liverpool. We lost the Champions League final last season. This time, though, there's absolutely no way we're losing. And yes, it's a 3-0 win. We've taken a Champions League debutant all the way to the trophy. If you enjoyed this journey, click here to watch me play career mode, but every player is 99 rated. That was insane.